Alright, so I just wanted to make a little video to show you guys this project that I built. This is, I got this case from a friend of mine, and I wanted to build a mobile setup so that I could control both my digital mixing console and record from the same little box. So you can see it's not much bigger than a suitcase, kind of a big, briefcase, kind of a large, oversized briefcase, fully armored. And what I did is this is a DATUM touchscreen monitor up front here, which allows me to control the mixing console using the touchscreen, which is really nice. On top of that, I mounted this second monitor up to the lid here, and that's running Cubase, which is my audio recording program. Now, inside here, I've got a Zotac zbox. This one's AD04 Plus is the model number of this little guy, and it's got a 240 gigabyte solid state drive. It's an AMD, I can't remember the processor number, but looking it up, it was comparable to about a third or fourth generation i5 processor. So fairly powerful for a small little box like this. My recording DAW that I built about 4 or 5 years ago is just a little bit faster than this processor, and it's got an i5, 5th gen i5 in it. So 8 gigabytes of RAM, not a huge amount of RAM, but enough for tracking purposes at least. It won't run a lot of plugins because the plugins are usually pretty RAM intensive, but when I'm tracking from the XR18, the XR18 has all those plugins built into it, so I can clean up the sound pretty good right when it goes into the box. This little guy is just this was a fan from a GTX 1060. It was a burnt out GPU that I had, and I just wanted to get a little bit more airflow. There's some holes in the bottom of the Zotac box, so it's just kind of circulating a little more air around inside. And then the little StarTech box is just a USB to VGA converter, and that's just to run the second monitor here. So yeah, the biggest trick with this was getting this monitor. Hold on, let me put this down for a sec. Getting this second monitor to sit somewhere that it was both comfortably usable and able to see and operate the stuff on the second screen at the same time, but I also needed it to be able to fold down inside of the box. So I'm just going to shut it down here, and I'll show you guys how that whole process works. There we go. So I'll just unplug it here. And take the mouse, plug the USB. So the USB is for the XR18. That's the audio interface. I'm going to take the mouse and just tuck it down inside. Take the power cable, loop it around inside there. And then these wooden arms, I can kind of pull up on the monitor and straighten everything out. Wooden arms flip around to the front, and the monitor just slides nicely down inside the box. And we can close the lid. I think the mouse is causing it to line. Hold on. Everything just barely fits, so if something is sticking up a little bit too high, it won't close. So there, we'll try that. There, that's feeling better. And there we go. Closed up, ready to go. Pretty freaking cool.